Yeah, hi, what's up? What do you do? The time is 8:25 p.m. The 30th of July. Let's get into it. Yeah, today I was up by 2:30 a.m. Not attended. So I kind of figured that sleep, I had this thought where I felt like sleep should be as long as you need. Not as a scientific number, but since I was awake by 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m. thereabouts, something just asked me to just go and like play with the internet thereabouts. So I stood up, I left my bed, just went to binge watch some random videos. Hmm. Mind you, I think one of my backup internet provider does some form of promo, I think with the midnight and YouTube binge watching. Just hold on. So by 5, I was basically done. I basically like took up some content and like just enjoyed it and like basically just had some little bit of random binge because well we're humans, right? Forget the whole grind and everything. So today I was at the gym with my partner. So he came in with his brother. So while I was like doing my workout, I could not really sit down and guide them through it. I was just giving them the workouts and giving them the weights to start with, and also how to increase the weight. And I discovered this thing I think a lot of beginners make, which is just because you can see somebody do it means you should do it. Because I gave him some chest programs like cable flies, cable press, and I turned around. He was trying to do pull-ups, and I'm like, the last week we did pull-ups. You used the assisted pull-ups to get it done. Why are you trying to basically do it because you have seen somebody else do it? Mind you, it is not a chest program because today is chest day Tuesday. Today is chest day Tuesday. And then, well, I was giving them different programs. I kept on noticing that one of them kept on skipping his workouts and doing what he felt like doing. I told him that please. Also, they kept on using the wrong weight. I kept on telling them that yes, sometimes when you are new to the gym, you might be pumped and feel like you can do a lot. But that's not reality. That's not reality. Do not rush it. You'll get there. I have been on 100 kg for about a year or 18 months now because intentionally, no, I've once in a while gone to 110, but never intentionally, never ever had the goal of going beyond maybe the 110 or the 100 kg that I do because I don't see the need to. I'm telling him that calm down. If you want to get to the 100 kg, you will get there step by step. So there was this trainer that was watching the two of them who kept on correcting their forms and asking them to reduce the weight. So I put them on this machine, on the chest press machine, and I put the seat lower so it's an upper chest workout. And then he said they were doing the wrong thing. So he asked them to take the seats up and everything. And later he walked up to me and said I should please talk to them to get a trainer. I said I'll give them the idea of them getting a trainer, but for now they might just want to have the workout with me. I said okay, no problem. But I spoke to them about the trainer. They felt like they could use one, and he was giving them a 50% discount, I guess. I mean, coming through me. So moral moral of the story there is if you're a beginner, you don't have to flex anything to anybody as a beginner. You should not rush things. Provided you are taking the action and you are detached from the idea of it's the same thing I see with a lot of people at the gym. Beginners come to the gym and then I see them probably watching a video on Instagram that they have saved. They are beginners, or they are saving a complex workout from Instagram or maybe some other social media. And I'm like, this is not practical. These are not beginner moves. These moves get you injured. Some of these moves, I can't even do them either. I haven't at the gym for a while, although other factors to be considered. So please, I feel if you're a beginner, I mean, it's the same thing with content. As a beginner in content, I take my time. I don't rush things because everything should happen incrementally. And this is why I created a video called how to have benefit of the beginner mind, or how to have the mindset of a beginner. Because having the mindset of a beginner gives you confidence, like it boosts your confidence, because any area of life you're lacking, if you have that intention to get better, trust me, it's a matter of flipping your script of, hey, I'm a beginner now, but I know that in a couple of months, if I'm consistent, I'll no longer be a beginner. And the funny thing about being a beginner constantly is the fact that, say in every field there are 10 levels, and you've been a beginner in different times, maybe say in 10 different aspects. Now, on your 11th field of being a beginner, or the 11th time of being a beginner, instead of starting from level 1, you might see some experiences spill over, and now you're at level 5 or level 6. We see this a lot when people say things like, oh, since I started to create content, I became more confident. You're a beginner at content creation, but a spillover happened. So I plead with everyone to have like a beginner mindset. Super interesting. Then let me see. I had some bullet points that I wrote today. So yes, I came online. I was back from the gym, had my workouts. So I came back from the gym, had my coffee time to work. I did some work that I could basically do offline, which was more like content proofreading for the startup. And then I took a break and I came online. I went on Twitter. And then I discovered that some students were protesting in their school and they were already destroying properties. I felt like this would set a very bad precedent for the forgive me. Sorry, I'm already taking medications for the cough. This will set a very bad precedent for the upcoming protest, because the assumption could be that if these are a small number of students who protested and could not make it peaceful, it means that the entire country could not have a peaceful protest. Also, at the same time, and I think today Venezuela had a coup, and that coup did not sound. That felt like Nigerians had. I said Nigerians. The language I saw in Nigeria was, let's see, but I do not think such will happen in Nigeria. Although it's a possibility, I should dismiss it. Nor do I think I should really adopt it. So while this protest is happening, the government announced that it's time to give the Dangote refinery some crude oil in naira. And this news, I mean, it actually went wrong, because it's a news that a lot of Nigerians who are well-meaning Nigerians who understand economics would embrace such news, because jobs will be created. The dollar naira issue, the naira would sort of like have some little bit of, I'm not sure it might really go up, but it will have some form of like steady base. Because over time, I feel you might begin to export crude, and in doing so, you'll be getting dollars into the economy and creating jobs. Certain industries will begin to expand. So I had this thought, which I said I would bring to my journal. which is, I've looked at the current president of Nigeria, and I can see some number of political moves that he's making. These political moves that he's making is to give himself more power. Power that even beyond passing, he might try to pass on the power to his kids. Then on the other hand, I kind of figured that the intention may not be good. May not be for the interest of the whole. But at the same time, he works for the interest of the people, because in doing so, he wants to shift power to the local governments of Nigeria. When he shifts power to them, the next move is he can now try to win the election at the grassroots level. But by doing so, the people will have to form a connection, a bond with their local government chairman. And what that means is it becomes easier to hold the government accountable. Right now, the closest person of power is the state governor. But when we know that the person who we are to speak to, who we are to hold accountable, is a 10-15 minutes drive from my compound, it will be easy to mobilize youth to speak to him peacefully, say please. Because if we have 40 local governments and 30 reports that please, my people are begging for this and this, it will become super easier for the government to listen to the people. And in doing so, know that the people and the governance has come closer to the people. So yes, he may try to use it to win the election, but in doing so, will improve the governance and accountability of places like of the country in general. It kind of reminds me of with Rockefeller and creating this. There are stories or rumors that Rockefeller created the school system so they can have more workers. That was the intention, but the economy has boomed drastically. The U.S. economy, because of that same education system. Countries are booming because of the education system. So whatever he used to want to enrich his pockets and his family pockets for years ended up becoming a blessing. And then when I read this book, I think The Sense of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, where he said that you should not criticize corrupt politicians because they are moving you closer to your goal. Trust me, seeing it in that way now is, I begin to see the current president as somebody who is creating opportunities. Yeah, he has personal interest, but in that personal interest, for him to get those interests, he has to give some things. So that's my take on it. I may be wrong, but I don't know. It's my journal, so another point I have today was so I had a conversation with one of my friends on Sunday regarding Kamala Harris debating Donald Trump, and he said Kamala Harris will smoke Donald Trump, which I believe. Trust me, I believe that Kamala Harris will smoke Donald Trump. However, something in me flipped today. She might be able to defeat him in debate in terms of, because debate is not about the point alone. The point to give in a debate have like maybe give or take 40%. What really strikes in debate are the delivery. And because Kamala Harris has been a prosecutor for I think 2 or 3 decades, she might be able to hit Trump with some massive delivery mechanisms that could knock him off balance. But I think Trump is going to rely on, first of all, the rage of the right wing, of the conservative. Well, sorry. Let's scrap the whole political analysis and back to my point, which is, I saw a video where Kamala Harris was asked some economic questions, and she sounded like she had zero clue, because they talked about the Build Back Better initiative, and how would it help curb inflation. Maybe the video was edited, maybe it was doctored, but if what I saw was what she really said, then I assume that apologies. I don't think she's equipped enough. Which also brings me to the realization that most people who become president, most of them do not become presidents based on competence. They become presidents based on popularity most of the time. So the more charming, popular the person is, the more people he can take to the booth. That's why a lot of politicians trick the people into believing that, for the people believing that the other opponent is a worse devil than them. But in reality, it's not about who is the better or the worse devil, it's about who is the best person for the job. Who is the best person for the job? So, that aside, let's also please forgive me for the whole coughing. I don't know, I just felt like saying it because, like I said, in the debate, she might be better debating because she'll be doing it for what? She had the profession of debating for what? Decades. Trump is a businessman first. Politics happen to be by the side. So yeah, I believe she might support Trump, but when it comes to economic policies, I don't think so. Like I said, I'm not your best political analyst. I really do not sit down and spend hours. I just listen to information from different sources, from the left wing, from the right wing, and I judge myself. Like I said, I'm judging based on impartial knowledge. And then, right before I came, I turned on my camera. Oh, sorry. So, I recorded a video today. It's becoming out very soon, and it talks about how not to waste your 20s. Yeah, how not to waste your 20s. Super important video, I think. I poured in, but I don't think I poured in. I don't think I poured in a lot, but like I said, I'm at the stage where I can always repeat the videos again and then to sink it into people's heads. I saw a video of a black man, an African man a black man, I don't know if it's African, but the caption was Spain has fallen to immigrants. And apparently in this video, the black man was dragging this white woman. At first, it seems he was dragging her purse, but he already had the purse, so he slammed the purse on the ground, and now he's dragging her. Feels like a potential rape or kidnap situation. Or I don't believe it's kidnap because it's broad daylight. I believe it's more like maybe her phone, but all I can say is that he was basically dragging the woman herself, despite the fact that he probably had the purse already. And there were about 2 or 3 other men seated there on the chair. Couldn't do anything. Then I looked around and I said, it's videos like this that will give some feminist talking point agendas, which are very, very valid. 1, 2 is that when some feminists feel that it's okay to kill aggression in men, rather in some men, that is what you get. You have situations where the men who were there could not stand up for that woman. This is broad daylight. This was like afternoon kind of broad daylight, 12 p.m. broad daylight. And these men were sitting down there doing nothing. Yeah, the guy may have a gun, but I mean, you're 3 guys. If you approach him, if he had a gun, he would have put it out. If not, I believe those 3 guys could take him down. Take him down enough time for either to let the woman get away or for the police to come around. I'm black and I don't think anybody should condone violence from anywhere. But what I see black people do around the world is a stain on me. Yeah, I'm black first, but that doesn't mean that I want to be able to walk through any airports and not be misjudged. But back to the topic, which is we have successfully created a group of men who we have killed aggression in them. But that is a clear example that it is only aggression that those men would have used to save that woman. You need aggression. Aggression should be seen as a virtue. In short, I need to make a video on why men should become dangerous. I think that'd be a very good title. Why men should become dangerous. So things like this. So say become dangerous doesn't mean that. Come right now, why men need to become dangerous. Becoming dangerous doesn't mean that you inflict harm on people. It doesn't mean you basically act out evil. But it means you are capable of it in such a way that you know what you need to get done when you need to protect other people. Because I don't see how protection comes from having just positive vibes or positive feelings. We need that dark side of us. And I made a video talking about how to embrace the dark side of masculinity. So we need it. We have these new woke agendas that they push on men to tell men things like, it's all right, express your emotions, do this, in touch with your emotions, be less aggressive. But in reality, there are consequences for doing all this. Well, not my topic for today. If you want that video, check it out. I'll upload it in the future. I have an assistant now who helps with my captions. So you should be seeing my videos rolling out maybe this week, next week. You should be seeing, yeah, my assistant and my internet service provider. I believe it should be up by tomorrow. Well, my videos will be seeing them coming forward on the official page. This is my journal documentary page. So that's it. I looked at the comment section, and most of the comments said something like, weak men create tough times. And that was a perfect caption. Those men who were there were very weak for reasons that they've enjoyed. They're very soft, and they are seeing tough times where their own women in their own front are being harassed by somebody who is not from their land. I mean, not trying to be racist, but it's factual. Even though the man was from his land, from their land rather, they were still supposed to do something, and that is something that I think society lacks today. That's the agenda of my movement, where guys need to be responsible for themselves and be responsible for the lives, be responsible for themselves, the lives that they've sworn to be responsible for, and enlarge for society's outcome. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Tomorrow's agenda, I think I'll be paying salaries. I quickly have a couple of meetings to attend to. Tomorrow I'll be out most of the day. I have a meeting with a former colleague. Well, we had a fallout, but I cannot believe that that's in the past. But got to be careful though, even though I feel like we can still have future engagements later on. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. And please, you already know this. There's a movement I'm creating of well-rounded men who are taking responsibility for themselves and the people that they promise to take responsibility for. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.